an elimination best of 3 between these two teams here at the TI qualifiers. Both of their dreams are on the line. Another thing to mention about the Juggernaut as well is that you don't really have anybody particularly good at jumping in and killing off the... Lil, uh-oh. There comes the ground spike. They
lost vision.
Done.
They lost vision. Malady, he went for the magic missile, but Lil just wrapped himself behind that tree. Again, if this was a ranked game and Sky had died, they would have probably disconnected and banned him to avoid the MMR, but it doesn't happen.
Keep it together for now. I mean, who knows? I could have done it in this game, but we'll never know.
God, yeah, please don't summon the remakes again, man.
We've been down this road too many times.
Oh, God.
Maybe Melojul can just jump into the middle of the fight with Enchant Totem and kill off the healing ward. Maybe that can happen.
So that's what you're trying to ascertain right now. Who can kill the ward? I think... Yeah, there isn't really that high-ranged hero. Technically, as the game goes really late, Venge with Ags will probably be in some positions to do it. Also, Venge naturally swapping out a hero might get the hit off as well, but it's not going to be a super clean kill healing ward.
Yeah.
And yeah, Lil once again throwing his body onto the line. Not to gain anything either.
They have a blood grenade. They're not going to use it though. Surprising. But showing respect towards the Scarif mage. No, I guess I know if they do throw the blood grenade, then they kind of commit to needing to get the kill, and then obviously Lil's going to get a concussive shot off regardless, and it's still going to be a bit awkward and painful. So they'll just back him, let him back off. All right. So how are we expecting all these side lanes to go?
I'm trying to process that right now, I won't lie. I'm going to try and break the habit of instantly jumping in and saying, blah, 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 you know, I'm just going to, you know, slow and steady. And I think, if anything, this Jug lane probably doesn't have as much kill potential as you would expect, just because you don't have that traditional Crystal Maiden, Witch Doctor, Venge style hero to contain heroes within the Blade Fury. So I think should just be seeing farm across the board, deaths occurring only if support step up. Not really seeing that one perfect kill lane, although Kami in the bot lane is on a sliver of HP as I say that.
Yeah, he was very patient on the Blade Fury there, just holding it through all of the spin and everything. I mean, will Starbreaker still do the damage? Yeah, Starbreaker still does damage through Blade Fury, doesn't it? It's physical.
Yep. That was a CS we just got to witness. Shaker just slaughtering Tiny down the towers, 8 for 6 to the 3 for 2. So a really good start from Navi in the mid lane as well. And we now look towards top Void, getting some right clicks off on Lil. Does have the time walk, but decides not to use it.
Health is a resource, and it's a resource which Lil is using very, very well in this game.
Well, you say that. He ran in for a rune. And then... No. And he ran in again for no rune. Lost a bit more. But he likes to use it. You know, some 4 positions, you know, the greedier ones, not naming any names, they sit a bit further back. They look better on the scoreboard, but maybe worse in the laning phase. And again, it is very much just a very efficient start for both teams. And I will have to mention the fact that this mid lane is so one-sided still. 11 for 9 for the Earthshaker to the 6 and 2. Melojul is slaughtering Warwick right now. It is an unhealthy trade. And he's getting the D-ward as well.
Ooh, yeah, that's big. I mean, now we know the time of classic of what's stronger, a tree or a pillar. The answer is apparently a pillar. Top lane, Melody taking some peppering here, but oh my goodness, they're turning it back around onto Cloud here. And Cloud does have the 10 stacks of reactive armor up, so he's not really going to take any damage once the spells are out. And again, just Lil constantly blasting away, concussive shotting out. So annoying to play against this hero.
Yeah, the trade-off, of course, is Void with time dilation is going to be able to punish Timbersaw if he ever steps up. And same thing for Sky. Like, it's a very spell-hungry lane, and that's where this faces Void. With this Venge, should at some point, I'm expecting a kill to happen at any minute, but not right now. The lanes are in a pretty good spot.
Warwick really not having a nice time at mid.
No.
Bonk.
Denied as well, yep. All right, do you think
satisfying?
Do you think he's gonna get a solo kill on mid? Like Earthshaker hits 6, kills Tiny with slam. Like quick yes no vibe out the game. Will it occur? Okay, yes, banging, cool. I'll say no. We'll see who wins.
Okay, great. Good to know.
Nice, cool. Thanks.
It's usually a case of if you hit that 6 whilst you're already in the lane against the opponent and they haven't like read it properly, then you can usually sneak one in. But if they're either being A, very careful, or B, you just kind of manage to get like 2 last hits at once or something like that, then you can catch.
He's like 2 waves away from it, to be fair. So Warwick would have to just kind of forget about it occurring. But I could, you know what? I said he wouldn't. No, but he doesn't have damage. You'd need some line or Venge TP in as well to really get the kill. Because again, they're so beefy and big on all the lanes. It's nearly 5 minutes into the game. No kill has occurred. Supports are doing a pretty good job at not overstepping the mark to get attacked. But Juggernaut, finally.
Yeah, okay, so...
Not dying, though.
Yeah, he used the Hex, he used the Air Spike. They kind of stacked the stuns a bit. Wasn't quite perfect, and that means the Jug's able to get the spin away. Even if they didn't get the spin away, I don't think... sorry, even if they did stack the stuns perfectly, I think Jug was going to be okay there.
Yeah, again, all the cores in this game are very sustainable. Even throughout this entire game, it's going to be one of the more tankier team fights that we're seeing. We could even see engagements where all spells are used, heroes don't die, and you have to look for that kind of secondary fight. And here it is, Shaker. On the precipice of level 6, 1 creep away. Yeah, I know. Don't ruin it, man.
Sorry, it's very exciting. Get hyped, everyone.
No mana. Okay, there is no surprise here. He is level 6. He had 0 mana.
Yep.
What a shame.
Coming in for the minute 6 rune. This is kind of where I was anticipating the action was going to take place, but yeah. It kind of happens on this hero, on Shaker. You just need to use your mana to out CS in lane, and yeah, I'm going to be able to get in and get the kill.
Shoulder of the bottom.
Everyone run! Go, 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 go!
Oh, big Hex. I don't know why I got panicked there. For some reason, I thought the right click was going to come out, but...
He's got the Hex. He's got to use it. He does. Wow. Lion taking the damage now. Nice ground spike, but he is going to go down. And wow, that'll be your 6 minutes 22 first blood.
Absolutely exhilarating gameplay we are witnessing to start off this first game of the lower bracket semi-final.
Yeah, just some big boys in lanes, you know. You're not going to kill a Dawnbreak, you're not going to kill a Jug, you're not going to kill a Faceless Void, you're not going to kill a Timbersaw, so supports, as long as you don't just like run down lanes, you're going to be okay on the side lanes.
Yeah, but if you look at the net worth, the Juggernaut, he is the one that has been under threat the most out of all these tanky cores, and only 2,400 gold to his name compared to this Void, who's already getting to that 3k mark. But Wisdom Runes come off, Malady outclicks Lil, Daniel gets the other rune, double Wisdom's going the way of Na'Vi. So yeah, Void nearly, what, 600 gold ahead of the Jug, double Wisdom Runes to Na'Vi. I think this very stable entry to the game, it is favoring the Dire side for sure. And the denies, yeah, you can't forget the fact that you have 18 denies on this Dawnbreaker, 22 on the Earthshaker. Very efficient laning phase, it does feel like, from Na'Vi.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard for Hydra to like ramp up their heroes into the early mid without levels on their supports, and at the moment they don't have them. Happy is only level 4, and as is Lil, and they don't have any reliable way to leech XP at the moment, so kills aren't really going to be happening. As we said, cores are very tanky, so you're not going to be able to rely on that, so it kind of just amps up the less XP there is available on the map. It just amps up the worth of these XP runes, right?
And Keeper Light is trying to make up some stacks. Daniel, he pokes his head in, but doesn't actually look to try and block any of them. Of course, Juggernaut, not the best ancient stack taker, but of course he can spin down any of these other neutral camps. So that's why you see the Keeper of Light looking towards making just the basic stacks and not really focusing on the ancients for now. But Melajor, he himself, under the cover of night and fog, is trying to steal some away.
Mid lane, looks like Marley's in a bit of trouble, but in comes Malik saving the day, and they'll turn the tides around onto the Tiny. Still a lot of damage needed to get through, and meanwhile the Omni Slash comes flying through, kills him off with a slam immediately, meets him as he comes out of the Omni, and now the Fisher to follow as well. He doesn't have the mana to get
on the chrono
away, and he's going to go down, and the chrono comes down as well. Navi, they want more, and they're going to get it. Down goes Happy Diarra as well. Great fight from the side of Navi, only losing 1 and getting 3 in return.
Yeah, offering up the Venge, but using the key spells. This was discussed within the draft, right? The idea of you have these turnaround potential. You go for a quick Venge kill, but now there's a Solar Guardian. Even the Void TP's in as well to help the team out. And yeah, poor old Juggernaut. He goes for an Omni Slash on a Lion, but it takes so long to kill him. He then suddenly bounces into the middle of everyone and gets slammed. So yeah, not the cleanest of executions for Hydra, but for Navi, the face is Void. He just rushes the Midas. He identifies the fact that this game, the later it goes, the better it is for them. And he goes straight for that farming tour.
Is that it coming out to him now as well, or?
Yeah, it is. And Mr. Earthspike on mid lane. Melagil trying to turn it around, but nice disengage. Yeah, he's got the Midas already. He's a big boy.
Red's Midas, living the dream right here. Okay.
What's going to kill him right now? Like, this Tiny doesn't have some insane blink timing.
Yeah, no, they've done way too weak out the lanes. They can't really find the pressure they want, and this is a very kind of early mid lineup from the side of Hydra. So if you can just withstand the storm, which at the moment there is no storm, it's a slight breeze.
What a banger. I'll explain in a second.
Arcane Ring.
So
tell me more.
Malady used Magic Missile onto the Tiny, and then Melagil with his Tumbler's Toy, you know, jumped on top of the Arcane Ring. It was very cute to watch. It was very like, I help you out, brother.
Got denied regardless.
Did he get denied? Oh, I didn't see he got denied. Oh no! Oh,
sorry.
For God's sake, I actually didn't. No, you shouldn't. I had to bait me.
Enjoy your.
I was so happy. It looked so wholesome. Why the hell did he deny? Oh, whatever. Oh,
smoke up.
Thanks for catching it, boss.
All good.
Will Timbersaw catch the fact that he is getting smoked upon, though?
Will he even care? Well, he doesn't have reactive up at the moment, so very possibly, but they don't.
It's a pretty bad gank. Yeah. Like, this is the type of gank where you want to throw your cheap spells onto some Cotterell Sky or Tiny, right? Even maybe catch the Jug by surprise. Especially with getting double Wisdom Rune, but not having level 6 by 11 minutes on the supports. It kind of shows their nature to be sweeping across the map, and it could be their undoing down the line, but for now, yeah, it's... Hydra supports have caught up for sure.
I do love that movement though, is the fact that they smoke up, they make the big wrap around, they see the Tim, they're all right guys, let's go, let's kill the Timber, and they're like, how? Like,
yeah. That's where like the
funny things like, no, I'm gonna mind this, bro, unless you turn him into a creep.
That's like the support versus core call. You know, support's like, let's do something. They start doing something, and then the core's like, what are you doing? Like, no. And then they're like, oh, we placed the ward, it's fine. Because at least if you look at the mini-map, right, Malady was able to place a couple dire wards on that Radiant side, so there is going to be a little bit more protection going towards this the farming pattern of the Void. Again, not the best smoke, but it does feel like Hydra are the team that need to be making the moves, so Navi, they can waste a couple smokes in the early game. It isn't going to be too much of an issue for their kind of big picture timings. And how's Jug doing? Oh, still not really close to Battle Fury. He's still a cornucopia away. I think that's the first time I've ever said that item in a cast, by the way. It's just such a generic item. Like, yeah, it's just there.
Yeah. I'm surprised well, I guess he's got plenty of, doesn't really spam out mana and has healing ward regardless, so you don't really go cornucopia first on Jug. Makes sense. A lot of other heroes, you tend to go for the cornucopia first, but...
Of course, looking at the camp stats graphic real quick, yeah, not many heroes can actually farm the stats, so quite a low stat game. Now Navi.
Coddle, he might be about to be stacked here as well as in a calm on Melagil. The blink dagger's there and the damage is in. Chronosphere comes out onto the Juggernaut here. Shigetsu starts to tickle him. I mean, does a bit more than tickle him, to be honest. His damage isn't terrible, and now they're just gonna destroy him with the right clicks. Just right click him down. Easy peasy. Jeez. Well, that's two kills down in the bottom lane, and Juggernaut sent even further away from that Battle Fury.
Yeah, Venge did get punished for overstaying her welcome in the mid lane, but yeah, NAVI 2,000 gold lead at the 14-minute mark. Void 7,000 gold to the only 5,000 of Juggernaut. That is quite the lead that you want between these two heroes, because Juggernaut, he isn't some traditional counter to face this Void. It's not as if you say, wow, what a great game we're going to have. You know, Void actually does pretty well against Jug, being able to time walk off some of that Omni Slash damage, naturally chronoing during spin. This is not the carry matchup you want right now in regards to the net worth disparity, especially with the fact that Void did go for Midas Maelstrom, and he just dies after I say all that. So, yep. Sometimes you just throw it away. So sometimes you're having too good of a game, and you decide to walk into Skywrath Mage.
He was like, I'm going to get a Wisdom Rune. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do that thing that my support always does. And then he realized why the supports always do it.
I mean, he clearly lacked a lot of wisdom trying to go for it, so fair play trying to go for it. He needed it. And if anything, he still gained wisdom, because now he knows not to go there by himself. So
true.
Yeah, if you are a NAVI fan, you really got to find the win-wins here. But yeah, alas, there's still a wisdom rune on the Dire's side yet to be taken.
Fermenting. I miss when runes used to ferment over time.
Wisdom still do, if you hold it long enough.
Really? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably shouldn't, but if you're a risky guy, then you can.
If you can hold it for 7 minutes, but Warwick, he has the Invis rune, getting smoked up as well. This is a pretty big moment for them. If they can maybe find the Void again with the Blink Dagger. Unfortunately, the Sky isn't really close enough to help this combination, and Malady tanking it for the boys.
Very much just positioned there to tank a gank from the Faceless Void. Sometimes just go, hey, could you just plonk yourself in front of the Twin Gate, and don't ask me why.
Warwick still looking, hoping to find a low HP Void, but he is full HP, basically full mana.
Ambitious.
And now we learn his combo right now does half damage to Void.
So with Solar Bind and with Ancient Steel upon him, then
he can die, yes.
Yeah, okay.
But I have no idea why he went for that by himself.
No, I don't know either, T.
No, yeah.
I guess he just wanted to find out the same thing as us. How much will my full combo do? This is information worth dying for, goddamn.
Just calibrating his initiations.
It'll pay off.
He's got his own pen and paper. He's written down 741. Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
okay,
right.
So if I see a hero, 741. That's the magic number.
Yep.
The number that I just pulled out of my arse mid-cast. But either way.
Hopefully a bit more than that. But yeah, I mean, Hydra, it's been awkward but not terrible. You know, they're still doing fine. They got the Battle Fury on the Juggernaut, and now they're going to get a kill into Malik over on the bottom side of the map. So they're starting to get things going for them. This needs to happen for their draft to really work, and they can play around this Dimmer as much as they like, because this guy is yoked. He's picked up his Kaya and Sanj, and there's not a whole lot which Navi can do about him at the moment.
Yeah, but the key thing, it's all about Lil right now. If Lil was present with his 4 points Ancient Seal plus the Veil of Discord, they're going to be killing absolutely anyone. So they need to get him into the fights, and they're finally doing it now as they sweep behind the tower.
Yeah, but this might be a trade here as the stun has come out onto Lil, but Melagil, he's really kind of hesitating on the committal here. And I think for good reason. The whole of Hydra is in the area. You don't want to fall into a bad fight. You want to wait with the slam as well in case you need it for a more important target. So I'll just try and clear out the creep wave and, yeah, hold the
nice T-board. No, I think we've seen several initiations from Hydra, and I think they now as a team have kind of universally understood. Lil can kill a Faceless Void. Lil can kill off a Dawnbreaker. Lil can do everything. Warwick by himself, no. So now they've kind of understood from multiple little mini skirmishes that this is what they need to do. Get the two big heroes, Warwick and Lil, together, and yeah, try and find some pickups. Unfortunately, due to the fact they've used so many smokes to kind of ascertain this information, they're now kind of at it's kind of a smoke issue. They don't really have too many. If anything, I think they only have one left to readily use. But they need to get some kills. They need to kind of just keep hunting, and yeah, they're doing it. All going through the Twin Gate. Ooh. The Dire Ward doesn't actually catch them either. Oh, they see the Timbersaw. So both Tiny and Sky. Oh, don't worry, they just got scanned.
Yep. She gets to that. This is a greedy camp. This is he does get away with it, but
he's wrapping back around. Boss, you just okay. His team are here. What am I saying? His team are literally right behind him. We're fine.
They've linked back up together, and oh, this is a cool ward spot which Lil just placed. I don't think I've seen this one before.
Yeah, you can place it right on top of the mighty mines, and yeah, that's a good spot.
Sweet. Plus 7 HP per second. Wowie.
How long are they going to stand here? That's the real question.
Until
just give me a number. Oh wow, it's infinite. Damn.
Yep. The Ancient could be getting destroyed, but they're like, God damn, we're gonna do it.
Okay, but key thing here is Malady is still in position. So if they go for the combo and void, Malady might get the swap off and save him.
Ooh, Lil, who's quicker? Lil or Shigatsu jumps forwards. He is a quicker button presser today. And Lil is gonna lose his life because of it. TP out from the Tiny.
Yo, Malady, do you think is he dewarding this? Come on. No, it's not. To be fair, that's a really difficult ward to deward. Luckily for Venge, though, you do have the Wave of Terror, and she's going to go for it. She's going to wave it. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Absolute game of moves. That's a bit awkward now, isn't it? Yeah.
Do we have...
Hold on.
Patrick, come on. This is...
There we go.
She did it. She got the D word. We knew she was going to get the D word. Yeah, okay. She messed up a little bit with the wave, but we're just going to stand and watch her wait awkwardly.
Oh, we only got 14 kills in 20 minutes. We've got to find the small things in this game, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
And let's go for an update with Juggernaut once again. He's been a little bit quiet in the last 4 or 5 minutes, and yeah, has the Yasha, has the Battle Fury. I think for a Juggernaut in this type of game, his biggest timing will be when he buys that one tanky item before the chrono. Right now, you see him just put Butterfly into his quick buy. Could potentially be the answer. Also, a Skadi could be an option, but I could see that being the big window where Hydra wants to look towards trying to get a Roshan for themselves and trying to capitalize on it. But my concern is, will that not be too late where the effects of Solar Guardian and all of Navi's lineup just comes into play in Dawnbreaker?
Bottom lane, yeah. Once again, Malik bearing the brunt of the aggression. But look at Navi, the Power Ranger TP's coming on through here. They want revenge, and they're going to find it. They bring down the Tiny, and that will be a return kill going their way.
This could be Roshan, actually. 32 seconds dead for Tiny. It is daytime. Roche is available, but I don't know if Navi want to try and commit, especially with Dawn being dead. You have Wave of Terror, you have Medallion Link. It could have been a call, but I feel like maybe because they're not rushing towards it. We'll see if they still go. They are posturing in the area. Yeah. Like you have the Mantra on Faceless Void as well. Like you're fight ready, but okay. Clearly they're just deciding not to do it.
Yeah, not taking any perceived risks.
Yep. And Timbersaw, incredibly tanky now with the Agnims. There is no Dispel available right now on Navi. There's no Yule's Buyer, there's no kind of, obviously, it's 20 more minutes, we're not expecting a Nullifier, right? So this will be a pretty potent Timber timing. Well, that's pretty cool. PPTT, pretty potent Timber timing.
Nice. Rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, really does. Oh, they're back again bottom. They're like, we want to go Roshan, but we also don't want to go Roshan. And you gotta be careful.
Guy here. This Cloud guy here, and he's very annoying. And we don't like him. I thought with that bash he was going to chrono the guy, but that wouldn't have been a good idea. They do not have the damage to bring him down, and off the other side he's just going to pop that Aghanims, the reactive armor, and then all of a sudden you've got issues. I feel like...
wait, are Navi doing the wraparound? Sorry, go on.
Ooh, I just feel like it should have a different name, because I don't like to say, oh, reactive armor going off in the fights. It's like, well, obviously it is. It's a passive. But the active needs to have a name, I think.
Reacted armor. Active armor.
No, that's not defined.
I don't know.
Reactive shielding or something.
What's more important is Navi right now are Smotopus 3 wrapping around on the...
They want to get behind the Timbersaw. Ooh, they see him on the cliff. The Korea, it gets revealed. Chronosphere comes out. It's only onto one, though. It's only onto the Keeper of the Light. And down comes Malik as well. They're committing everybody just to bring down Happy Jirara now as the Omnisash goes bouncing through. Doesn't really do enough damage to bring down anybody in particular. And the slam comes down. Kami, though, he's just going to get right-clicked to death regardless. And now they move forward, looking for the Tiny as well. Melajil's upon him, and they bring him down. Cloud, he's the last one left. Reactive armor, it's not going to do enough here as it runs out. And now he needs to get himself away. Not going to happen. 4 heroes just absolutely annihilated.
What a beautiful fight from Na'Vi. You know, just the fact that they disengaged originally when they saw the Timber step up. They backed to the tree line. You saw on the minimap they're drawing like, let's smoke around, let's wait. And then after that wraparound, you see the strength of Earthshaker getting onto that high ground, getting the courier kill. But then you see everything. He's got all this vision. And at that point, we've already. Like this team fight from Na'Vi is just too powerful. Like there is no way, if Hydra aren't the one making the jump, I just don't see them winning a fight until they have many more items. And this is even with a chrono that was thrown only onto a Keeper of the Light. But the speed in which they jump both supports, Lil, he can't cast any spells in this fight to great effect, and it's so disjointed. The Timbersaw, the tanky hero, he's only timber chaining into the fight at the very end. So yeah, for Hydra, a very split fight, very chaotic.
Yeah, and one thing which made this so split as well, as you say, is Daniel, he comes in the front line, just runs straight at the Timbersaw. The Timber's like, okay, pops reactive armor for some reason, and Timber chains at the Lion, who has a blink, so just blinks straight past him. So then the Lion's in the fight. The Timbersaw has this awkward, like, 5 seconds where he's just kind of wandering around whilst Navi mutilating his team. And then by the time he gets over there, he's full health, full mana, because he hasn't actually been in the fight. His reactive armor's on cooldown. They just kill him. Like, very, very unfortunate. But, yeah, kind of outplayed by the Lion a bit there.
It feels like Hydra just are yet to hit their stride in the game. We were still lacking that synergy of Warwick plus Lil and kind of throwing their bodies in for pickoffs. They tried a couple of times, but we're now at that stage of the game where simply looking for a pickoff just isn't an option. Because if you go for it, you're not just going to find 1 or 2 heroes. You're going to find the entire side of Na'Vi, and credit to Na'Vi, even in the exit of laning phase, if a hero is getting jumped, remember the Venge, they're bringing 5 heroes. So even from the get-go, they had this philosophy of protect everyone, farm together, stall out the game together, and until we're strong, then we go. And I think Hydra, just that playstyle has kind of completely picked them apart.
And now Shigetsu, he's coming down your lanes with an Aegis, with Mjolnir, with a Manta. This Manta was such an important timing for him, and he got there without any real difficulties at all. 1 death, going for that Wisdom Rune, and that was it.
Again, gained so much wisdom from that. That's why he's doing so well. The indirect wisdom.
Yep. Landing. And top tower.
They're setting up on
Bottom tower.
They found the Jug.
To defend the tier 1 even. Juggernaut in some trouble. In they go with the Starbreaker. The chain stuns are perfect. And they will bring down the Jug.
Bash.
Him on the sideline. He's going to get caught out by the Bash. Shigetsu brings him down as well. That'll be 2 freebies in the bottom lane. You can't do anything on this map, Hydra.
Yeah, they are victim to whatever move Na'Vi wants to make. And what a beautiful chain CC there, of course. Starting with the Hex into Earthspear, Solar Guardian. That was just perfect. And also I think the Lion, he just, throws out a cheeky little finger as well. Saying, yeah, I'm not going to go for the kill. I just want to make sure that you can't just spin TP and have that awkward window of maybe he gets out. Yeah, Na'Vi, they see a hero, they kill a hero. What? I'd love to know the total damage of Warwick in this game. Unfortunately for him, he's a 2, 4, and 3 tiny. Might even be 2, 5, and 3 at that matter.
Yeah, it's looking like it's getting ruffled a little bit here. Well, BKB comes out from Melody. Okay. he is not like that tiny.
And he's chasing. He's still at the blink. The mobility of this hero is insane.
Lamb? Okay. Virgil's hungry. BKB and Slam using the top lane for a couple of kills. I mean, sure, why not, I guess.
He is turning into a beatboxer, and they're smoked up again every time we stop talking. Look, Cammy. Oh, big spin. But there's still a chrono available.
Yeah, good reactions, but it's not going to result in anything. Great timing on the stun from Melody, and Omni does come down. Maybe gets a cheeky kill onto the Lion. Okay, great. Now, died.
All right, if you're Hydra right now, you're tipping this line. That's the only way that you can try and get some psychological advantage in this game, where you're getting beat down in every lane. You 5-man tip this line, you go, whoa, you're ahead 14k gold and still dying? Kind of cringe. And that might give you the 1% chance to get back into this game, because win probability, I'm going to say it's easily like 89% right now to Na'Vi. That's my vibe. I'm just guessing. What are you going to go with?
Oh.
They're just feeding everywhere. They can't do anything on the map.
I think it looks worse than the stats say it is, so I'm going to say like 84.
Okay. I just checked. I know the answer.
We'll share with the class.
It's 93%. I was waiting for the graph to come up.
Okay.
See how smooth that was? So I was only 4% away, and yeah, still bad though. Could have got it right. The difficult thing as well in these games is when a team drafts lineups that don't have like the team fight and that inevitable boiling point. It can be difficult.
There we go. Warwick gets brought down.
Yeah, no, I know, yeah.
Tiny kill.
Yeah. So I just don't know what Hydra does. I'm all for trying to like conceive ideas and how a team can get back into a game, but with this lineup, you really need Navi to blunder, like dive tier 3s, dive tier 4s, and they're kind of starting to do it now, but he has the shard so he can back out from that throw.
It all comes down to this one fight as well where, you know, Cloud was just the boss. You know, he was the one thing stopping from Navi from just running them over. And then just gets baited out to the side of the fight and completely taken out of the engagement. Bottom lane, Happy's gone. Cloud, he's trying to get something done here, but he's just taking too much damage.
They honestly might call G. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It feels so crushing. Navi just putting on an absolute clinic here.
I feel defeated. I'm watching it. Like I have no investment in this game, but I still feel defeated.
You don't want to see any team getting crushed like this. But, yeah.
I mean, they are top 4 now in the regional qualifiers. You'd expect maybe potentially a closer game, and now Slam on Juggernaut as well. He's trying to get a little bit.
He will get off spin.
Also has the TP, but guess what? The almighty Chrono Man is here, and a Shadowblade beats Omni Slash. Yeah. Oh, Daniel's back on bottom. Go on, go for another one. Another kill.
Yep. Donk, donk, donk. Dawnbreaker doing a thing with that big old hammer.
Just if we load up the graph again, you can just see all the little red dots, right? And all of them are just kill, 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 kill on the bottom. This is just Navi. You see hero, they're dead. That's a courier dead. That's a ward dead. That's multiple heroes dead. Look at the basic green wards. This is literally just killing wards. That's nothing. And another one dies. Fair play to Hydra for not tapping out right now. Clearly they've got some big picture idea. Of course, when they go high ground, there could be the scenario where Tiny gets that jump on the void, the Abba, the toss, the solar bind, the veil, the ancient soul. Like, they can 100-0 him, and maybe they're waiting for the high ground to be that opportunity. Give it one shot, you get the kill, you continue. You don't get it, cool, GG, mentally reset for the next game. But they're respawning in 18 seconds. They got to give it a go. Surely they got to do something. Nomad, they're doing nothing right now. They're just dying.
Maybe they're just waiting to finish their Red Bulls. I don't know.
It's not kicked in yet. The coach gave it to them too late. That's the issue.
Yeah, it needs to be there during the draft, not after.
Yeah, let's blame the coach.
The coach is running to grab them Red Bulls like an absolute hero.
He's listening to the English cast for some reason. Like, what the hell are they on about?
Screw you guys. I did my best.
I gave them monster early in the day too.
All right, we got a Roshan coming up. That's going to be Navi's golden ticket to hit the high ground, but it might be Hydra's golden ticket to try and take a fight. They're smoked up behind their Juggernaut. Navi should probably read this one. Probably not expecting Kami to be just running out here and farming waves by himself.
They're positioned for it as well. They have the high ground ward hugging the tree line. It does look like Navi is being extremely disciplined, even when they are up by 27,000 gold.
Oh, they're taking a portal? Okay. Where are they going?
Anywhere but where Navi is.
Okay. Bye, I guess. That's really confusing.
If they go back through the portal to take a fight, then that's very awkward.
You can see the confusion from Navi here as well. Like, they get rid of the ward and they're like, why is that?
And it's a fresh ward. They would see the fact that the ward has like fresh life to it. So it's not as if this is it's just an old ward. Sure. I mean, again, Hydra, one bad fight, game's over, right? We're already expecting this to be over for them. So the fact that they're still keeping themselves in it, that is some strong morals, some strong ideas within the team, some trust clearly, but they at least identify that as well. And one bad smoke, one bad roast contest. This is like a 35k gold lead. And yeah, Cloud soon towards the Hex. If we maybe look at the wider itemization on Hydra, let's see if there's something they're aligning to. So it is the Hex on Timbersaw. Juggernaut just completed the butterfly, so we're at least seeing some big ticket items coming in for Hydra. Is it enough to get over a 25k gold lead of NAVI? Maybe not, but again, this is the hope you need to look for if you're a Hydra fan. And
up to the top side now, Warwick has finally been caught trying to push out this wave. They leave Shigetsu to finish off the Roche and go hunting for kills straight off the bat. And they will oust Hydra from this top side of the map where they'd kind of split up to go and get some farm, so... Kind of cute play, smoking up to the twin gate, you know, placing a wall behind them as well, knowing that Navi are locked in to the bottom right side of the map to wait for Roche, so they can...
Hex reveal! Hex reveal!
Okay, is it?
Oh,
no, it's not. And now he turns around, gets off the chrono. A cute attempt, but unfortunately it's going to end in disaster yet again for the side of Hydra. Shigetsu takes down 2, looking for another, turning around, facing the Timber Saw. Sure, he's got the reactive armor going, the reactive shielding doing its work. It's about to explode and do a lot of damage here, to be fair, but not nearly enough to cause any threat. Melodil have
the Omni Slash, alright?
The Omni Slash comes through. Now comes a Hexo from the Lion. The damage coming in thick and fast. But Cammy getting himself away, but Malik's on top of him. Kills off the healing ward. Now looks for the real boy himself. Shigetsu's on him as well. Cammy, he needs some help. Warwick cannot provide it. Down goes the Juggernaut. Shigetsu once again looking for more. He's still got an Aegis in his pocket. Sure, I'll go into the fountain. Why not? Have a little dip. Surely this should be him going down, but no. Time walk away. It'll be okay. And there goes a swap into the finger. They'll take down the Tiny. They're looking for more. Cloud coming through it once again. It's got the reactive armor up in 3 seconds, but I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. Mystic Flare doing some work. Timber Chain and the Chakram coming through as well. It's damaging them, but that's about it. And I think Navi looking to try and make an escape here. They've overextended themselves a little too far, so now just looking for the reset. And, well...
Venture's Axe. Void has Aegis.
Much on Cloud.
They can go.
Yeah, here we go. And recommitting once again. In comes Malchil from the skies. Malik comes through. Oh my goodness, the supports are just gone. And now look over towards Cloud as well. Cloud going to get hammered into the ground. Malik and Shigetsu beat him to a pulp. And then there'll be 5 heroes dead on the side of Hydra. And probably the game being over. And there you go.
Yeah. They stuck it out for a couple fights longer than maybe other teams would have, but for Navi, what an exceptional game from them. Both through draft and play, I think they very much understood what they needed to do with their heroes to get them to a kind of a winning point, and it was